So has Boko Haram been completely defeated?
From the beginning, we've been saying that we lack certain weapons to confront the Boko Haram because of the nature of terror attacks and, of course, the environment. And we've been trying to get these weapons. At least we received 60-something to 75% or so of this, and we believe that we are reasonably equipped now to confront this Boko Haram. And that is the tonic. You cannot fight militia groups that don't respect international laws.
Why has there been the sudden step up of operations against Boko Haram? Some people think it's because you're afraid that you could lose the election on the issue of insecurity.
It's out of ignorance. In a political environment, people see anything. If one party, especially the ruling party, is going to the left, they will have to go to the right. They must find a reason. They must find something to tell the people.
So you're not worried about losing the election?
I will not lose the election.
Will the elections be postponed again?
I don't think so. I believe the elections will be conducted as scheduled by INEC. That is national elections, 28th of this month. I don't see why we should postpone again, because I'm quite impressed with the successes going on in the north. There's a misunderstanding about the postponement. In 2011, we conducted elections in Nigeria. We had Boko Haram. The fact is that within this period, somehow the level of build-up of the Boko Haram was quite serious. And from all indications, from signals the security agencies got, people are trying to use them to disrupt the elections. In 2011, there was no such signals. And if you disrupt elections in a number of states, especially for presidential election, it will affect declaration of results. So the security services don't want to take any chances. They did not tell Nigerians that they must rout Boko Haram 100% before elections could be conducted. But they want to degrade Boko Haram to the extent that they will no longer have that kind of strength that will come out and disrupt elections. That is the key thing. In terms of taking over our territories, yes, we will take over all our territories, and very soon there will be no part of Nigeria where they will erect a flag and say this is a Boko Haram territory. That we will do. But what I'm saying is that even if you do that, that does not mean that you'll insulated from terror attack. That's what I'm saying. But gradually, with improvement in terms of technology and monitoring, we'll be able to bring it down. When we take over all the territories they are holding, they are becoming weaker. Now we'll improve our monitoring using superior technology to monitor the activities. Then we'll begin to pick them and, of course, frustrate the activities. So over the period, it will go. We cannot live with terror. No, we can't. We must stop it.
Would you say you undermine the seriousness of this group? Would you say you mishandled this crisis?
No. It's not a question of mishandling. Boko Haram didn't start with me.
There are rumors that you want to remove the chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission. Is that true?
Except somebody is insinuating that the chairman has done something wrong. You cannot change an officer except the person has done something wrong. Government does not wake up, whether at the state level or federal level, the governor or the president does not wake up and change somebody. Especially INEC is a very, very sensitive body. So for me to change INEC chairman, people must, both Nigerians and non-Nigerians, will ask questions. So you cannot wake up and change INEC chairman. I've never discussed with any human being on earth about changing INEC chairman.
There's a perception that corruption has gotten worse under President Goodluck Jonathan. What do you say?
Even the corruption issues, even if you look at the perception, the corruption perception index, yes, people talk about corruption now because it becomes a political issue. And when you promote something to the level of politics, of course, normally is blown out of proportion. Yes, we have corruption cases, no doubt about that. Yes, we have cases of people stealing, no doubt about that. I always say that, look, call a thief a thief. I'm not saying that Nigeria, that we don't have these elements of corruption or stealing. If you start from a CBN governor, the former CBN governor, who initially said that $49.8 billion we are missing. $49.8 billion is a lot of money. What is the budget of this country, for God's sake? Our budget has been about 3 point something trillion naira. That's roughly about, and the average, our budget has been 18 to 20 billion dollars a year. The Nigerian budget roughly has been about between 18 and 20 billion dollars a year, the federal government budget. And you're saying we lose 49.8. If today we lose 49.8 billion, federal government and state governments will not pay salaries. I don't know how it came by that figure. The next moment, it changed from 49.8 to $12 billion. The next day, it was 20 billion. Up to this time, I don't know which is the correct accusation. Of course, the Senate set up a committee and they used consultants. They looked into it and said that about 2 point something billion dollars couldn't be properly balanced. They did not say somebody stole it. No evidence to show it was stolen, but that it was not properly balanced.
A lot of people are worried about violence during the election. Are you worried about violence?
Yes, I'm worried too, and I'm not happy.
You say you are going to win this election, but if you don't win this election, will you bow out gracefully?
I will win the election.
But if you
because
don't,
I've
will
done
you step
well.
aside?
Huh?
I said, if you don't win this election, will you bow out gracefully?
If by default somebody wins the election, of course, I'll go to my village. The country is not my father's estate. I want to serve.